able to see my screen, right? I could not see the message. You can just unmute yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. And as everyone attended the part one session, and some of them asked that I could not attend the session in the last week, so that I'm giving you a glance that is what is ethical hacking. And hacking, the term actually brings you innovative things. Innovation is actually known as hacking rather than stealing the others. Stealing everything, anything that has a good view also will have a bad view on everything. So nowadays you can take in other US countries and all, they actually encourages hacking. And the one step, if you want to go into Facebook or any million crores company, that you have to crack and show them what is, so that they, so that you'll know about what is the data, and you come up with a value of what is the data value. Okay. And last session I was showing about basic commands of Linux, how to start with Linux, and some of the commands in Windows 2, that which is of IP configuration and basic Linux, and how to actually know the connections and what are the IP addresses, and how to actually call IP address by using the website name. And in this session we'll be seeing about a networking. Before moving on to hacking, networking is a very basic thing that you everyone should know while they are going in hacking. And this tool, we'll be using some of the tools in the practical session today. We'll come to know about how, what are the traffics while going to a website just by saying www.google.com, and what are the processor are running in the API side. And this all stuff will be shown you soon. And in this session we'll be seeing that what is IP and what are the processes and some stuffs, and any queries from the basic. And one more thing, there are types of hackers known as white. Everybody will be knowing that white hat hacker, gray hat hackers, and black hat hackers. White hat hackers are ethical hackers. Gray are the mixture of white and black, and black are the hackers who steals unauthorized data from the person. And I'll just start with this today's discussion, and this is presented by Karthik from Codesite, and this is me. And we'll just go to the next topic, that what is IP address. What is IP address? Without knowing this, we can't move any step here. And what is actually the IP? IP is the internet protocol. And protocol, do anyone know the meaning of protocol, please? Can you just unmute your mic? What do you mean by protocol? Is anyone texting here? No. Guys, what is protocol? Okay, protocol is a structure or the rules which is followed by the internet. Okay, which is followed with, protocol is a rule that is followed by the internet. So that is internet protocol. Protocol will be having some stuffs like things like these are the standard forms, these are the stuff that you have to link with it. Okay, this is what IP address is. And how does it look actually? Does it look like anything like this number? And what does this indicates us? Do anyone know what is 127.0? No. No one knows that what are the stuffs here, right? And also here there are lots and lots of IP addresses which could not be remembered. And then why are they used? For what? And there are some stuffs in the IP address like this, like 192.168.1. These are network ID. How come you see that is a network ID? And this is the host ID. Why 34 here? Neither one can be there, two can be there, whatever can be there. But this is also known as host by saying the indicating ID. And these are the network ID. I will be showing you in just 2 minutes. I'll just check someone is asking for the admit. Yeah, okay. and this is the network ID, and this is the host. Okay, for example, I will just run my command prompt in the administration, okay, so that it gets the access from full system. And I want to get the, I'll just change the color, and I'm saying that IP config. I'm getting these are the stuffs, okay. And what does this indicate here? They are saying that, see, this is my IP4 address, okay. IP4 is commonly used address, neither using of IP6. IP6 will be some stuff of uh, rather indicating into a number, it will be some stuff of MAC address. And this IP address, what is the purpose of this IP address? It actually indicates your system. Yes, and see, IP address can be classified on basis of two. One IP address is for, two are reserved IP address. One is for broadcast, another for is a first IP address. For example, if we go for Chrome, we'll go for Chrome, and I will just say that's 192.168.1.1. This is also IP address, right? 192.168.1.0 also is an IP address. Okay, I'll first give 0. It doesn't give any response actually, I don't know why, and neither we don't know why. I'm giving that 255. Okay, it is also doesn't giving any address, so I'm giving 1. It actually responds me with my, see, 1 second, another member is actually getting the admit. Yes, okay, and here I got the access to my gateway. See, gateway is also one of the first address. No, it's not a first IP address. It is actually to configure the network ID, and I will just log into my network ID by saying, see, I got into my network stuff, okay, and I can actually adjust the network proxies and also my LAN, WAN, and DNS. I will come upon DNS within few minutes, and these are the network status I get, okay. And 1 minute, I'll just back. Yeah, I am. Okay, and these are the stuff we'll be seeing when we are going entering into a gateway. And this is what the IP address. Okay, we know the IP address, and what is this stuff? By saying it into 255.255.255.0, it's saying subnet mask. Okay, we'll just go into Linux by saying a VMware. And by the way, I'm using a VMware, that is a virtual box, virtual machine, and this is for using a corresponding OS. And I'll just turn on my Ubuntu, neither Kali. Yes. See, instead of using into a booted system, you can just use a virtual box or a virtual machine, which also enhances your system. And if either the VMware or the virtual box is being attacked by any anonymous, it doesn't affect the OS of the corresponding systems. So once you can uninstall, and next you can actually install the virtual box or the virtual system if recommended. Now I think Kali Linux is not much important. We'll just use Ubuntu, and let's see about what is the code for getting the IP address, and what are the stuffs in it, and a lot. do you guys have used Ubuntu or Linux in before? Have anyone used Ubuntu or Linux? Just give it a moment. Yes, we have entered the Ubuntu. We'll just enter into this and see what is the difference between Ubuntu and Linux. Is Ubuntu is a mixture of both GUI and CMI, and what is CMI is that command line interface, and GUI is graphical user interface, and bit by bit Windows was been developed by using full GUI, and GUI also accepts the media, that is photographic, etc. Linux doesn't. Okay, and yes, we'll just go to the terminal. And let's give a command. See what we have given a command that's saying ipconfig in Windows, right? But you can just raise a question that the same command can be given to a Linux or a Ubuntu. No, because they too have different configurations. Okay, and I think it's some of the problem in the backend. Okay, let it load. And can you ask the same question that the same IP config can be given to a Linux? No, it can be given in Kali Linux. And for Ubuntu, you can give fconfig. Okay, I'll just show it in a while. Let this. Yeah, I think it's okay. I'll give fconfig. I'm getting the internet, that is the IP address of this, and I'm getting the net mask. See, I'll just compare with this. Okay, this is a command which is given in Ubuntu. This is a command which is given in Windows. I have given that ipconfig here, that is internet protocol configuration. Here is IF configuration. So here we will be getting the IP address same. Okay, and what is the subnet? Okay, subnet here, and here's net mask. See, whatever be the net mask or the subnet mask, it is showing that 255.255.255.0. Can anyone guess what does it mean? Anyone? Is there any relation between the subnet or the IP4? Guys, you can just unmute your mic if you have any queries, and if you want to ask, if you want to answer this question also, you can just unmute yourself. Okay, Ajendra, am I audible? Ajendra? Okay, I think I'm not getting any response. Guys, am I audible? Yes, okay, that's fine. Just make sure that you unmute when I ask some questions, because when I built telecasting, I could not see the messages here. Okay, that's fine. And I'll just compare with this once again. Okay, and I'm getting the same net mask and the subnet mask as 255.255.255.0. Okay, let me explain here. See, 192 comes under 255 right, and the same thing 168 comes under 255 right. The same way This is commonly known as a network IP address, which will be seen as in the, one second, I'll just show you. When you see this, you will be getting an idea that 192.168.1. is a network ID rather than host ID. Why the host ID is being using? We'll just move in a second. And before that, I'll just show you Excel format. Is that visible? Anyone, can you unmute and say that it is visible, right? Guys, I'm saying instead of chatting here, just unmute your mic so that I will be visiting. I could not frequently visit this Google page. I'm actually showing that as Excel stuff, okay? And see, what I have done here is 255, and this 255 consists of, a byte is consists of 8 bits, right? And I have separated the byte into bits. So 255 is a bit, sorry, byte that is converted into a bit by using this way, and it is actually from left to right. So we are splitting into right to left. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and 128. And at last I'm getting that it is 255. Okay, what are the ones present here? And these are the bits which is present, and by which we will be getting a IP, I mean network ID. So I'm giving this as 0. I'm giving this byte as 0. I'm giving this byte as 0, 0, 0, and 0. See, I got stuff like 192. Okay, 192. Then the IP address will be 192.255.255. I will make this as 0. I'll make this as 0. So the stuff will be saying that now it will be seeing that 192.168. Sorry, 255.255.0. This is what we will be getting when the byte actually change. This byte changes according to the network provider, that is ISP, and we'll be also seeing that what is a host, right? So I'm giving that I want need the sum of, okay, from this to, I need the sum up to here, okay, that is A13. I've just closed it. Before that, I need a stuff like showing a difference in it. Now that is fine. I think I'm showing some error. Okay. Okay. So I'll just give you here the sum of first number to A. So just close this. So it is giving me 8, and instead of that we'll be just showing you a slash here. Yeah, that is great, I think so. Okay, slash is not working here, so I thought it will be easy to identify. Let's make a try again. Okay, from this to, I need this stuff to from here. So what we'll do, A3 is to up to this format. Okay, we just close this and we'll just enter. I'm getting 8, right? So instead of getting 8, what if everyone is 1? Instead of 0, I'm giving everything is equal to 1. So I'm getting 32, right? So 32 bytes are there, bits are there. So uh, these are the bits in a byte. So these are the host, and from this host, according to it, once the byte is not present, at the present byte it will be showing as 0. So according to that, the IP here will be changing. So now it's showing that 181, so 255. According to this, it changes. What if this totally is 0? So it will be showing us as 24, because we have we'll make this one and see. Okay, yeah, this is 4. Now it's 24. One more thing, I'll just show you one thing here. Let me say it, 1. I'll just give you /1. Okay, so 1 2. I'll just make you a screenshot and send you in the WhatsApp if possible, because it's not perfect here. And see, these are the host. According to the host, the IP address can be changed. What I said is, two address will be reserved. What are they are? One is the broadcast ID, that is a network, literally known as last address. Another is a network ID, that is known as a first address. So if you want to get the ID for /24 or /something, so I'll just give here, I need for /24 12. Okay, if you need for 12 means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 second, I'll just make it for 20 or 30 25. I'll make it for 25. Okay, so this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, there are 8, so 8 has been logged here. So we will be giving 255 dot, so 1 bit is over. And when we move on to next one, this is 8 16 24 and then 32. We need the IP for /25 host. Okay, so we'll be giving 255.255. okay, and then 255, and then we'll be giving .128. Can you get it? See, I'm asking for /25 host. First 8 is locked, so I'm giving 255 because every bits are present. And next time I'm asking for going for next 8 set, and here also the 255 is been filled with every byte, so I'm giving 255. The same thing happens in 24 byte. So when I go for 25, when only one bit is present, okay, I will be getting 1 to 8. Do you get my point, right? See, when I change this IP, when I want for 26 means, see, I'll just change it. When I need it for /20, I think someone is getting the ID. Okay, when I move on to /26, this will be also present because these are the bits which is be present. So 8, 16, 24, 25 and 26, I want this bit also to be present. So now what is the IP? I will be getting 192. And one more thing, 128, and next will be 64, and next will be 32, and next will be 16, next will be 8, 4, 2, 1. Okay, and these are the host. We'll name it as host. I'll just write it here, be clear. Okay, we'll may mention it as host. Then what are the subhost here? So subhost will be saying that 1 to 8. This is present only at this point when 1 is present. When what happens when 64 is also present? It shows that 192. Okay, what is 32 present? Then it is 244. What is 64? 16 is present with the same. I'll just 224. And with 16, I'll just make this little bigger. This is not okay. This is fine. Okay, what is 16%? It's 240, right? When 8 is present, we'll be getting 248. When 4 is present, we'll be getting 252. When 2 is present, we'll be getting 254. Okay. When what happens 1 is present, it shows us 255. At last, it is satisfied with 255. Do everyone get it? When we add all these hosts, we will be getting the subhost according to the corresponding bits present in the host. Do everyone getting that point? Should I explain it again? Guys, you can just respond by saying in the chat itself. Okay, which part is not clear, Soundarya? See, I will just go to this point. See, this is what my IP address is, and this is what my subnet. Subnet is saying that it should contain only 255. 255 means 0 to 255. Okay, that is 256. From 0 to 255 is 256. So the first is a broadcast address, and next is the network address. So these two will be reserved. Then we'll be having only 254 address. From this 254 address, what are the hosts are present? From the bits, according to the bits, it will be calculating the IP. Are you getting it? Anyone, if you want, if it's not clear, you can just make it. I will just say that it we got it. Fine. Okay, shall we move on to next topic? Okay, I'm moving. And yeah, then we'll be going for what is DNS. Okay, literally you are saying that everyone is from computer science department. Can anyone say what is a DNS? Just say what is full form of DNS. Praneeth, you want to answer it? Praneeth? Okay. Gajendra, can you just unmute your mic for a while? Okay, that's fine. Domain name system. Okay, am I audible to you? Because okay, that's fine. That's fine. You can just unmute it. That's fine. It's great. Okay, domain name system. That, yeah, exactly right. And my mic isn't working. Oh, that's not a big problem. Okay. And what is domain name system? We literally got by saying its name. Oh, it's domain name system. Okay, why is this in need? Can anyone say why it is necessary to have a domain name system? Why it is actually needed to have a domain name system? What is the name here, and what is a domain? Why do we get a name domain? Okay, let me explain. Before going into a domain name system, a domain which will be purchased by every vendors. Okay, every vendor will be having a domain to register the ID or to get the website to be hosted. They will be given a domain. So the domain should not, the domain number should not match with others. The domain name should not get matched with other vendors. so that it will be getting some clashes. For example, you are using a mobile number and I'm using a mobile number. Okay, instead in emergency I could not remember your mobile number, but I want to call you for an emergency. You are near to me, even I can't get out of my home. In this situation, what will a normal man will do? He will be going for seeing its contacts, right? Instead of seeing typing his number in making those 10 numbers into remembering, he'll just save the name in by saying that this is my friend, this is my name. Okay, this is what a DNS does. Instead of you're calling that 192.168.11.0, they will be given a domain name, which for the domain they will be giving a name. For example, google.com, facebook.com. Okay, you will be asking that it is really possible by getting a real name, or can we get a name from the domain? Absolutely we can. For example, I will go to my Ubuntu. Okay, okay, I want to know what is a Google. I'm saying that www.google, it is also going to a Google, and what is the domain for that, and how does a domain look? It looks same like the IP address. So let it open the Firefox. Okay, we'll just go here and say google.com. It is actually going, it's much easier than saying that the IP address, but I want to know the IP of this Google. I'll just ping Google, so I'll just say www.google.com, right? I'll just make a call. In until I stop, it gives me a request that this is the IP of the Google. So I will just stop here. By using Control Z or Control C, you can just stop it, and it is giving that 172.217.168.100 is the IP of Google. Instead of I'm using this IP address, I'll just copy it once again. Okay, instead I'm using Google, I want to go with this because I used to remember my friends' contacts well. If so, you can just make a call by saying that 172.217.168.100. It actually redirects you to the Google. So this makes the DNS much easier. So by using instead of using a number, it actually gives you a alphabetic order or a name which is simpler to call. The same way you can also use it for Facebook too. I'll just ping Facebook. So again it gives me a request, or it is giving me a response until I stop. Now instead of going to Facebook, I use this IP address and say I want to paste it. Oh, I'm sorry, it's copy the same Google. Okay, I'm calling Facebook by using the IP of Facebook. It redirects to me the Facebook page. This is what happens in the back process by using a DNS, and you can also change your DNS to make it faster, but it is not secure. If you want to change it to if you want to change your DNS, you can just log into a admin panel of your network or a router. I'm having a router, so in advance you'll be having a DTNS. Okay, here you'll be having a domain, further name. You can just, I will show you once here. Routing process, IP4. You can just give your new name, new IP here, and you can use Cloudflare. I think it will be much better than other, but I'm not sure about the security because the security is not much safe than the using your network rather than using the other DNS. And we'll be going to the next slide. Okay, how does it respond in the backend process? See, when you are talking to your friend or a new friend, you will be saying hi. you are giving a request, hello, hi, and the other person actually responds to that. Okay, he is saying me hi, I have to say him hi. Okay, hi, how are you? This is what a conversation begins with a beginner or a unknown person. Okay. Okay, what happens in network processing? Let's see, using a tool called Wireshark. I just close this. Okay, the Wireshark is responding now. I just close this. Yeah, I'll go here. Okay, I think some of the interface is not showing. Why? Oh my god. External capture. Okay, it's showing some error. I could not use this, I think so. It was actually working. Once I'll just open it again. I don't know why this happens. Okay. Well, J, make this. I'll just activate it. Unlock. Authenticate. Okay. And that is fine. Just close this. Close this. I'll just open it once again. Okay, let me try. I think it won't work here. Next time I'll be showing you. See, it's some permission denied problem here. Okay. Okay, no problem. I'll be showing you once it is over, or in next video I'll be trying to show you the process of backend. I thought I'll be showing it now. It's showing me some error. So let's go with again, because in this tool you can actually see what is running in the background. It has to show me all the features but only showing external capture. I don't know why. And no. Okay. Okay, sure, next time I'll be showing you this. It is having some issues, and we'll just move on to next one. Yeah, this is what happens in the backend. See, the same way it will be happening, if anyone actually request you, you will come to know that someone is calling me by name. Okay, so that you will be saying hi. This the same way it also says you hello from the backend. So you come to know that you acknowledge the person. Okay, he is there. I have to sync now. I have to sync with him. So the synchronization package starts now. So this is what the backend runs from the DNS. So it is giving you from this IP address to this IP address. I am having a talkback connectivity. This is what runs in the backend. Okay, what is next? How does this DNS works? This is what I was about to show, but I could not. I'll just show you in the picture. See, first step, that you are going into a google.com or a cisco.com in your system. This internal server, okay, will be forwarding the request by saying hello, this is one of the user. That is it will be showing your IP address, because it's internet interactivity. So it will be using the, instead of name, it will be giving you the IP address. So from this IP address, by using the IP address of this google.com, I want to link with, so that my request will be satisfied from the following pages. So from different domains tools, that is top level .com, .h, .government, and these are the second level. Okay, root level is the main level which will be having the server side. Okay, from that they will be giving a response. So from this response we'll be getting the following packages. Okay, is still that any doubt is there till now? Sorry for that, I could not show the traffic of the internet connectivity. Okay, we'll move on to next slide. And the main network is inside this model known as OSI model. And what is OSI model known as? You will be coming upon more and more questions upon OSI if you have come across. Okay, we'll just move on with it. These are the three questions you'll be raising in your mind. What is OSI? How is it? And why is this? Okay. What is OSI is open system interconnectivity, and how it is actually from ISO Indian Standard Organization, because they were, first of all, there was a Cisco network which will be only connecting with Cisco, because various vendors cannot actually communicate with other people, so that OSI model became. And why? The same purpose, we'll be communicating various amounts like emails, rather than every transmission calls are using the OSI model. Okay, what are the OSI model here? What are the things, or what are the stuff inside that? Yes, it is here actually. The 7-layer of OSI model. One is, there are 7 layers known as application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link layer, and physical layer. And do anyone know which is the first layer? I'll just show you 1 second, sorry. Okay. Okay. Can anyone respond that what is the first layer of OSI? Application layer. Okay, next. Any other response? What is the first layer of OSI? Okay, Gajendra is saying physical. Okay, Sabari is saying okay, network. But sorry to say that Praneeth, not Praneeth, Praneeth and Kavya, sorry to say that they are not the first layer of network, as Gajendra and Sabri said physical layer are the first layer network. No, it is actually not from application layer, it's from a physical layer. It actually ends the user. You can, Praneeth, you can just see this. Application layer actually ends the user layer. The physical layer starts the user layer. Okay, and physical layer are yet to start from the client side. Okay, we'll be having a two person, A and B. A want to send a message to B, so A starts the physical layer. He will be sending that hi, or using some any network, using router or using anything. He will be using a message to send hi in the WhatsApp. So data link layer, what will do, it is actually a bridge format, in which way it will be taking the network, will be saying through internet wires, right? Either Ethernet examples. From that bridge, it actually takes to the network layer. What does the network layer do? It actually converts into bytes. It actually converts into bytes and make into a packets, so that it is easy to transfer. And one more thing, have you seen that when you are using a network, there will be some lag, or there will be some lack of data which could not be received from A to B, and that are due to this transport layer, because some of the packets may be left in the transport layer. And this also uses TCP and UDP, transfer control protocol, and user data link protocol. These are the two protocols will be used for the transport from A to B. And first four networks are known as network layer, and next will be the session layer. Session, do you know anything about session layer? Anyone? session layer. I think I'll move on. Okay. See, session layer actually syncs and send to the port. Port is nothing but a common port is known as 8080 port, and this API is the backend process which converts the data. Okay, and sockets are the converter of packets. Okay, normal session actually will be seeing in the credential sites, and next this packets will be into some synchronization concepts called SMT. These are the some of the few protocols which is used for presentation layers, and then at end to end they will be having an application layer so that it receives the applications from HTTP or FTP, that is file transfer protocol, etc. DNS, that is domain name service system, right? Sorry. Credentials, we'll be coming to a session now. Okay, I think everyone will be coming with the word credentials. Credential, guys, anyone know about what is credential? What is credential? Anyone from this? Requirements, okay. Quality, no. Any other? Any other answers can I expect? Okay, from Praneeth I'm getting the answer as a requirements. Yeah, we could say it is a requirement. Yeah, okay, fine. Quality, it doesn't comes under quality, Kajinder. I'll be explaining you later. Because in credential, first of all, know what are they. Okay, by thinking what are the credentials, credentials are actually what your signing and login page are. Okay, the username and password are technically known as credential. And okay, for example, I'll be asking you a question. Okay, for example, you are going to a Google and you are creating an account. While you are creating an account, you give your username and password, right? What happens if your password saved what you have typed actually? Do you think how does a password will be saving in the backend or API? Can anyone say the same text will be seen in the saved in the backend? Yes or no, or how it has been used? Okay, Nash form. Okay, yes. Gajendra, yes, for which question you are asking? Saying, okay, Nash form. Okay, how it has been converted into Ash, Praneeth? May I know that? If you know, you can just proceed, or else I'll be telling you. Shall I continue, Praneeth? Okay, some algorithm using. That's great, Praneeth. That was a great answer. And yes, it was. We are using MD5 algorithm for using the password. And what are they? How are they saved in the API? Does the password actually shown as what we typed? I'll be giving you an example, and I have been created a project. I'll be showing in a while. Okay. Okay, just go to my SQL. This is a backend I use for my projects and all. Okay, I'm getting in. I want to see the databases. So it is showing me. So I want to open or use ecom. Okay. Okay, I want to go into admin page. Okay, admin login. So select. I want every details from admin table. Admin login, sorry. Okay, it is showing that I have created a backend process. I'll be showing you on a while. Okay, wait a second. Okay, I have used some Java projects by creating a login ID. I have registered by saying AMA001 as ID and ecom123 as a password. But how come the password actually showing here the same password? Did I do any mistake? Actually, no, I didn't use any algorithms. Basically, what I did is just make the word. I'll just show you in this next project, I think so. I will show you the main idea behind the hashing algorithm. I will go to Google and I'm saying that MD5. So it came. Okay, I'm going to okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to MD5 online generator hash. I want to create a message that, hi everyone, how are you? Okay, hi everyone, how are you is a message. Okay, this is a decrypted message. I want to make into MD5. This is MD5's algorithm used for making this. So I want to hash the algorithm. So this is what the algorithm I got for this. So I just copy this. One second, sorry, it was changing. It changes and varies from message to message. This is a random generated, and I will show you the algorithm. This is what it looks like. See, as you all know that I have given that hi to everyone. Okay, using that MD hash algorithm, it has been converting into some hashing code. So this is what takes place in a backend process. And one thing, the company which you are logging in like Google, that they should not save password from the background. Okay, so this is what we'll be seeing in this. And next slide. Okay, in next session what we'll be seeing about is cookies and cache, and we'll be coming up with some of the stuffs like keyloggers and what are they. We'll be also doing some phishing techniques, and that is known as social engineering tricks. We'll be using Kali Linux with the code and how to do that stuff, and this is only for the learning purpose. And make sure that you are in the next session. And upcoming sessions like Java programming will be handled by Rakesh and Yugender in the further sessions. So make sure you don't miss their session 2. And I think thank you for being much time, and it was a great session with you guys. Thanks a lot, and don't forget to subscribe this channel.